right, welcome back to Popcorn Study Club, where we are three friends who are watching movies and talking about it with some snacks. This week, we decided to watch How to Make a Killing. But before we get into all of that...
Someone's an Olympian.
What'd you do today?
Today I literally did a 10K. It was fun. It was good. It was hot. Yeah, like my friend's like, oh, it's a little bit uphill, just the beginning. At least the first three were like uphill. And I was like, oh my God. And I had been training doing some like kind of incline, but that was intense. But finished, so that's good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you cry when you ran through the finish line?
No, I was like, I'm gonna give up. And then there was like all these older people, they were like running past me. No.
See, like I could not. I would probably like figure out a way to like just cut through. I wouldn't want to take credit and get the medal, because I imagine the only reason I'm doing a 10K is because I'm being forced to.
Right.
So then it's like, how do I cut to make it look
Through the cemetery.
But I would hold back for a reasonable amount of time, because I wouldn't want to have like a high number. It would need to be towards the back. Yeah. Did you witness any like film noir type murders?
Have you seen Chinatown?
No.
Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. Would she even know this reference?
My audience.
Yeah, I've just been working a lot. That's kind of it for me.
Every time we do these, I'm like, I've just been watching a lot of hockey. It's just kind of what I do when I'm not doing this. Look, it's been a rough time for us hockey fans, especially these female hockey fans, okay? Like, we had the Olympics kind of disaster. But I thought they all handled it really well in SNL. PR is PRing. Yes. For sure.
The USA-Canada game was last Sunday, and then in the span of that, so much has happened. When I watched the game, I realized, I was like, oh, Connor Story from Heated Rivalry is going to be hosting SNL this upcoming Saturday. I'm like, of course they're going to schedule the dude who played a hockey player in like the most popular show in the past 6 months to come host the first show after the Olympics, which aired on Peacock, and SNL is on NBC. It's a whole synergy thing. They're going to do something about the USA-Canada game. Don't know what yet. I had such a clear vision of like what it could be.
And what it should have been.
And what it should have been, which is like using the full white male cast to play every hockey player.
Yeah.
But then it became a political thing, then it became another political thing, and it just evolved in a way that they even make fun of in the episode of just like, oh, when things like this week happen, it just sends the entire writer's room into a frenzy.
I wonder how many ideas they scrapped when that disaster rolled out, because like we have to address this. But there was a small part of me that felt like healed as a woman, just seeing how people cheered for the girls versus the boys when they brought them on. I think it was a much needed like closing of that chapter. But that's just that part. There's also this going to the State of the Union. It was just like a PR nightmare for them. All like, you can't say you don't want to make things political and worship the movie Miracle and worship the game, which was the most historical sports win because it was political. It's because it was against the Soviets. It wasn't because it was this ragtag team of college kids. So
there you go.
So grow up, okay? And when it like, and just go shake the president's hand, whatever, and then go home. You looked like pawns, and I'm just so mad at you.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week we watched How to Make a Killing, directed by John Patton Ford. It is a black comedy thriller film starring Glen Powell.
I'm laughing because when we went and saw it and we told Lizette it's a black comedy.
She was like, what type of genre is this movie? And she's like, is it thriller? I'm like, not really. It's like, it's funny, but it's not like, haha.
I just had to make it clear it wasn't a Tyler Perry film.
Yeah, I was like, because as soon as you said it, I was like,
huh? It was like, wait, let's see this cast. It's all white people. That doesn't make any sense. Under Wikipedia, it's under the main title of dark humor, but it could also be known as dark comedy, black humor, bleak comedy, gallows humor, or morbid humor. The situation and the circumstances he finds and like the way he navigates it is funny. It's not a super like heightened like, oh my God, he's gonna go like kill this person. It's just kind of like something's just happened by accident, and he's just kind of like, how do I react to it? And I guess that's what made it a dark comedy.
And why did you pick it?
I picked it because, look, I'm a fan of Glen Powell. I think he's a very talented man. I am sometimes very attracted to him, so that was also a thing. Also,
Keyword sometimes.
Sometimes, and we'll get into that. Jessica Henwick, love her in Iron Fist. She was the best part of that show. It's A24. You know, I'm just gonna like give anything they put out a chance. Oh yeah, synopsis.
I got beef with the synopsis.
We'll get into that as well.
Beef.
Disowned at birth by his obscenely wealthy family, blue-collar Beckett Redfellow, played by Glen Powell, will stop at nothing to reclaim his inheritance, no matter how many relatives stand in his way. And in the trailer, it's very clear, like, the way he does that is he's gonna kill them. He's gonna trim the family tree, which I thought was very clever and cute because
I didn't even think of that.
trim some
funny.
branches or something like that in order to.
I didn't even catch that either.
No, they show all the people who are in his way and like.
Well, yeah, that I knew. But what do you mean the tree?
I just thought it was funny because he's cutting them out, and then he's
like trimming the tree.
Oh, right. Yeah, that I didn't get.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's cute.
In movies like this, like are kind of like Knives Outy, like you're able to just cast like really cool actors for like really small roles. They know they're not going to be there for a long time, but a fun time. Yeah. So that's why I picked that. Taylor, you said you have some beef with this synopsis I just read.
No, okay, I have just beef.
Which sucks. It really does suck.
No, I have beef with Google. Coming for the men's hockey team and Google this week. No, I went to look up the synopsis because I respect the craft of trailers. I really do. But I wanted to just go in blind, so I'm like, what is this movie about? I'm just gonna read the like first thing that comes up. And the first thing that came up, it summarized the whole movie in 2 sentences.
It was in the AI section, like the AI.
But it wasn't AI. That's the thing that like it didn't say AI summary.
It pulls the thing up. I think if
so AI. So I have beef with AI, which
nothing new.
I already had issues with.
Yeah.
But it was like, oh, spoiler. Can I just say it? Yeah. Am I allowed? Yeah. I took a screenshot because I was like, I'm gonna bitch about this. It's a man disinherited by a wealthy family who schemes to reclaim his inheritance by eliminating relatives in the line of succession. That's where it should have stopped. Yeah. Then it says, this film follows the ruthless pursuit of wealth, with Powell's character eventually being framed for murder and later freed by Julia Steinway. So thanks. That was unnecessary. Yep. That was like a drive-by shooting. I was like, I'm just trying to like do this, and I'm minding my own business, and then threw that extra sentence out.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even think it was possible to like.
So the whole movie.
Yeah, capture a whole movie in what 2-3 sentences, and
it did.
And it did.
Like, bravo, but also fuck you. Yeah. And to be honest, out of the 3 of us, it would happen to me. Because like it just would happen to me. Like I'm trying to like avoid everything.
Yeah,
like the
you're like no trailer.
Yeah, no. Please stop. And then I get hit with that. Like fuck. And so it did sour me a little bit throughout the movie experience.
Yeah. So like when you first see Margaret Qualley, who plays Julia, are you like now like paying super close attention to how she is like?
No, because I did feel like it was kind of obviously going in that direction with, like, whether I knew how it was going to end or not, she felt villainous, right? In a way. So it was more so when I'm watching it, I'm just like, when's the scene? When's the scene? Yeah. I know it's happening. Man, when is it happening?
Right. I mean, that's kind of like how we were talking about spoilers at the very beginning. It's like, for me, if I know something but like don't know how it happens, like granted the AI thing does not tell you exactly how it happens. You're like, what the fuck now? Basically.
Here's like a perfect example. Whether you like this movie or not, I had no idea what From Dusk Till Dawn was about. when I watched it.
Yeah.
Do you know that
I've not
movie?
seen it.
Those are
Do you know anything about the movie?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So imagine not knowing anything about the movie because the movie doesn't reveal itself for quite some time. So imagine that pure, like, euphoric joy of just being transported while you're watching something. Yeah. And then imagine if that opportunity was taken. Well, I guess I took that opportunity away from you. But I'm not AI.
But you like spoilers.
I do like spoilers.
Yeah,
so for me,
it's fantastic. As a straight woman, I always go back to that movie of I want to look like Salma Hayek, and I want to date Salma Hayek. Like that is, she is perfection and just like, and badass. So anyway, that's not what this movie is. So yeah, that was my dilemma watching the movie, was that I already knew what was gonna happen, and probably gave it an unfair viewing.
Dang. Beware. Just going so blind.
Like Amish blind. Like it should be your first experience being at a movie theater, you know?
Yeah. Wow, this is so different not having a full rundown. I'm like, ooh, wow, the world's our oyster now. Because I do.
Well, we're vibing right now.
We're vibing right now.
We're vibing.
Which is like how it should be. Guys, we're still figuring this out.
for me, story, fascinating. I liked it. I was like rooting. We love Robin Hood type characters, but like the casting, I couldn't get into. I just couldn't. I was like, this guy is so attractive. There's no way I could believe he's like struggling.
Yeah.
And he's like doing these things. I'm like, and he's so nice. I just don't buy it. And it just like took me out of it. I was like, I don't believe this.
He for sure at the very worst of his life is hot enough that he could have just manipulated a woman to live with and pay all the bills.
I don't know. I felt like maybe
You bought it? I mean, his acting was good. Yeah, I didn't have
I feel
anything
like
against.
his character, given the circumstances he was given.
There's
like,
nobody that looks like that would ever be struggling. I'm sorry,
But he was in the foster system until he was like 18, right? And then like, how old is he in this? I don't know. I feel like when you have like that rough of like a childhood and life with no help, I don't know.
You bought it, Taylor?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
He would have been a sugar baby in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
At his lowest.
Yeah, the pretty privilege. I just couldn't get past that.
Actually, I will say that was the same problem of him being like in The Running Man, where he's like jobless, like hungry, like he's trying to find like in the world of The Running Man, it's like so desolate and dystopian. He's like, I'm suffering, like my family needs food, like my baby needs medicine. He still looks like that. Like they couldn't even like, they just made him angrier, but like he still looked like that.
That's in his contract. Marty Supreme's another one. They made him look more like...
Oh yeah, they put the pock marks on his face and everything.
Yeah, it made him look kind of normal. Yeah. Not like his chisel.
Yeah, but I guess it was like a stylish film for like the people they were all like beautiful and stylish in it too. So maybe it just wasn't the right vibe.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah. Everybody else I could buy that they were there. Well, except for, what's that girl's name?
Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
Her wig was what I had the biggest casting issue with.
There was like times Taylor and I would look at each other and I was like, what the fuck?
She just wasn't written as well as the rest of them.
I felt like that if it was somebody else I could have maybe, like it didn't need to be that strong, but I was like, what are they doing? Like, so those two were the only ones. Everybody else I really liked. I think I looked over to Taylor when like Topher Grace popped up. I'm like,
I love Topher Grace. That like took me out of my annoyance.
Yeah.
Of knowing how the movie's gonna end when I saw him. I was like, God, I wish he did more.
Yeah. Who else popped up? That was like
the guy before him that died. Who was that?
Zach Woods.
Yeah. He was great.
I love Zach Woods.
They did a really good job at all the tropes of terrible, privileged, rich kids. Yeah. Which was the yachter who just does a bunch of drugs and drinks, and then the one who thinks he's a serious artist who's never worked a day in his life. Yeah. The crazy like mega church minister who takes advantage of the system. The woman who like just spends all of her day at the spa and major like locking down everything, and then of course the the uncle who invests all of his, he's like a Richard Branson, like investing his money in going to space and flying, and like the only thing that would have been funnier is like doing a submarine, like the submarine to Titanic. I was like yeah, that was an opportunity to kill someone in a clever way.
Going back to casting, Glen Powell is just doing roles now. I think he's now just being typecast as a dude who will just play lots of other little roles in the movie. And I think this all is because of Hitman. He's just like some dude who's also just way too handsome to be just some dude. So he does have that problem. I think he's just so charismatic that it kind of like evens out. In the movie, there's just like a lot of like montage scenes of him like donning on like weird costumes and like stuff to like get his intel. Or, I mean, he's a hitman, so like it's basically that movie, but with his own family. Is what this movie is. And I think he's just that dude now, and he is just so versatile. Like, you can see him play all of these different roles, and you're like, yeah, he's just a good actor, dude. Like, Glen Powell's just a good actor. And it's crazy.
I've never thought of him as a good actor, but I guess I don't have an issue with his acting either.
Right. He's just plays the really charismatic dude. Yeah. Which is not really a role or a character or anything, but a type is the type, I guess.
In Dead Man's Wire, they made them look like really kind of gross and like normal looking.
Like actually like of the era.
Yeah, and I'm like, could have done that. I don't know if that's makeup or what department that is, but I was like, just to make him look more normal, or like the build up to from when he works at the suit shop thing to the ending, like I think that middle part where he's working his way up, he could have been more, I guess, normal or like average looking, and then built him up. Now he's working higher and then made him more attractive, because the more money you have, the more.
Yeah, they could have made him frumpier, kind of.
Right.
I know what you mean. Like, unkept.
Even his like when he was like visiting his cousin who's like the artist, I was like,
he looks good.
That was the hottest he was in the movie.
Well, obviously, because that's how he bags his cousin's chick.
With the beanie. Yeah. Great look. When his hair was messy during the rain scenes, beautiful.
I liked him in that white jumpsuit in the beginning too.
oh my god.
I did not like his hair there.
I'm in love with a criminal. The wardrobe ladies must love him. I liked the glasses at all the funerals.
Oh my god, his funeral look. His funeral look.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know what was going on with that. I was like, he was like trying to keep it in, but then.
But it's like, but now you know we're family, right? But yeah, I thought that was just super interesting that Glen Powell is like
playing a lot of dress up and all this.
Just a lot of dress up, which I'm like, as an actor, that's the best part, is it not? That's so much fun. Taylor's the writer. What do you think of the?
Give us the writer's feedback.
Give us a
little writing, like put a feather in my hand, a quill. But one theme I'm seeing in a lot of movies, How to Make a Killing. Also, you can argue Dead Man's Wire. You can argue Send Help, Triangle of Sadness. I feel like we're in this era when you look at all of the like themes of how culture impacts the stories we tell, right? Making fun of the rich and feeding on the rich and pushing back on the rich is a huge theme in movies right now. Huge, I would say. Yeah. And I guess you can argue that it's been prevalent before, but right now where we are politically and socially, it just feels like we're beating this story in. And I'm not mad at that. So I thought that the way they translated that theme in a really comical way worked. Mm-hmm. The deaths of all the family were funny. I think you had to accept that, like, again, black comedy. Otherwise, you would just be so frustrated with, like, aren't you scared that you're going to get caught? Why do you keep going back for more? Like, I wasn't on edge because I knew that it was meant to be a gimmicky and dark. And also, you already established from the beginning that he's in prison. Yeah. Regardless of if you read the spoiler or not, you knew that. I do think they accomplished that theme well. Yeah. Where it lost me at times was maybe I didn't see the success of being rich for him worth it enough.
Right.
Because he had so many outs. Life gave him so many outs. Like, I guess I'm trying to think of myself in his situation, minus the murder, right? Where it's like, you're told that you are part of a $1 billion family and you're set to inherit money when enough people pass away.
I mean, it's a lot of revenge.
Sure, he's like super upset, which I get. Okay, the first death, then he got this kick-ass job that he worked his way up. Second death, he got the love of his life that he like genuinely seemed to care for. And then the next death and the next. And I just felt like they kept offering him chances to get out, where I felt like I was screaming throughout the movie, like, just take it, right?
Just be happy.
Isn't this enough? And that's when the girlfriend delivers that really great quote that I know I really love too. And I know Lizette literally turned to me and she's like, I like that. But she says, because she's a designer in denim, and she says, when I was working in this career, I thought that was enough. They teach you how to dream big, but they don't teach you how to dream small. And that's really scary. And I thought that was that was the best line of the movie, hands down. Like, that stuck with me. I think they relied so heavily on montages of him murdering people.
I do like, though, that they, just a quick aside, that, like, he has this whole tree that he is pruning, but, like, after the first two, it does kind of speed through the rest of them. We see he's successful and he can keep doing it, but, like, the focus of, like, this, like, when do you stop? Like, do you stop at all? Or, like, when do you abandon, like, that initial motive to, like, accept a life? I do give the movie props for, like, doing that instead of it being, like a whole, like, Scott Pilgrim kind of thing, you know?
And, of course, in the end, he does accept his fate of... It's your classic, like, bad death, even though he doesn't die. It's just, like your descent. Yeah. Yeah, so it's, like, a super charismatic, likable guy, and you just see him slowly falling into bullshit. He just should have steered clear, because he had the best opportunity so many times to steer clear of it. So that's how I would summarize the story. Quill down.
Yeah. And I guess, like, similar comps. Like, I like to think like this a lot of the time, but it is kind of like Ready or Not. Like, we're excited for the second, but it's like told from the perspective of the one who's, like, fighting uphill. Yeah. It's like, okay, and then we have, like, a cast of colorful characters with, like, that are just, like, really specifically designed to, like, be annoying rich people. Like, that's really fun.
Well, and, like, Bill Skarsgård's character in Dead Man's Fire, we were still kind of rooting for him, even though you shouldn't. So it's back to that storyline.
It's funny. It's just, like, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, whoa, I was just thinking about Succession, my favorite show ever. And it's like, wow, imagine if Greg just did that. He was like, I'm just going to kill everyone. And then, like, end up the CEO. Yeah. That would actually be, that's kind of like what this was.
If he looked like Greg, would have been a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
Because Greg is just, like, your tall, gangly, like, kind of average-looking dude. Not, a model.
Yeah.
I think he led that great, though.
Keep that in. Keep that compliment in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm wondering where we're at timeline-wise with this theme. Because, like I said, you go back into look at post-World War II, World War II films, patriotic as shit. Yeah. You go into, like, the 70s, 80s, after Watergate, you got these, like, political paranoia films like Clute and All the President's Men, right? And then now we've got this going on. How far into the timeline are we? What's the next? Because I feel like this theme's been for a while. Yeah. So it's getting to the point now, though, that the movies have escalated into this, like, murder type storylines. It seems. I'm not saying that's not good or radicalized or anything. Like, it's a movie, but I'm wondering.
I think I know what it is.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know about that one's. I feel like we're going to start getting more comedies because of how dark everything's getting.
You think we're going to get more comedies?
Yeah. I think in the, like, next 2 to 3 years, it's going to be more comedies because that, like, during the war, that's, like, those are the ones everybody wanted to escape from. Yeah. And once we start reaching more comedies, that's like, oh, dark ages, I think.
I feel like we're in the middle of it.
I feel like we're in the middle of it, and based off of how things are looking I see a resurgence of female centered films. I think we're going to get a lot more female centered films and films talking about like post-divorce, being newly single, or like a series where it's like a world where only women live in. Like I think we're going to see some like kind of extreme feminist type stuff. But also romances. I think romances are the comedies right now of like keeping things happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more of those.
I like romances.
So I like going onto Letterboxd after watching a movie just to log it, but then obviously also to see what everyone else is saying and see like what is the wittiest, pithiest thing I could write or someone else could write.
I love going to Letterboxd.
It's what Twitter, the trending feed used to be. I'm just like, I just want to see what everyone else is saying. Because I just want to chuckle.
I've just never, it's funny because I didn't realize that all my friends, especially you guys and stuff, are always like, get on Letterboxd. I'm like, no, I don't want people knowing my thoughts. But now I see the appeal for it.
I love it. Shout out. I was a featured member last year. Thank you, Letterboxd. Love you.
That part.
People are just so funny. We just read some here. Moral of the story, never let middle school huz know about that inheritance. I think huz is like husband. Is what I'm guessing. Oh my God, don't get this on tape.
I'm going on
Urban Dictionary.
I'm going to look it up. With two Z's or one Z?
Two Z's.
No, this is funny. We're keeping this. Huz. Guy. Man. We got to go kick at yo huz after the show.
Neat. That's using the word in the sentence. That's
Yeah.
not.
No, it says house, place of domain.
I don't think that. Oh, it's probably hose.
What's
hose.
use it in a sentence again?
Never let middle school huz.
Hose makes sense.
I think it's hose.
Oh, hose.
Yeah. I've seen a few.
Huzzed also means the act of smoking weed but not being completely high.
That was from 2015, right?
Oh, yeah, this one's from 2023.
Whoa, has huz been around?
Not in my circle.
Oh boy, are we old? From Rem. Not sure why they made Topher Grace look like Justin Bieber in 2012, but what the hell? Why not? I
agree.
immediately thought that it was the purple hoodie under like the leather jacket. They literally just made him look like Justin Bieber.
So funny.
My only complaint with Topher Grace is I wish he was in it more.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's
always.
so good. He's so good.
God, like
so
I love
funny.
that 70s show
It's
so much.
One of the few shows with a laugh track that I don't even notice.
Because I'm laughing there
Yes.
with them.
Him and the parents are the best part.
From Jay, trust me, this feels more like an Edgar Wright and Glen Powell collab than The Running Man. I agree.
Did you write that?
I kind of wish I did. But again, I think I was following the thread of a man just putting on lots of little costumes. Margaret Qualley Aura farmed the whole movie.
I disagree. I disagree with that one.
Not really.
What does that mean, aura farmed?
I don't know. There's like too many words that.
Hold on.
It's just like
I feel like
I think it's like taking
It's like
attention.
serving.
Yeah, serving. Or just
yeah, okay, but she doesn't. Right? Okay.
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
How do
I
you
was
spell
like,
aura?
why is she in this? Every time she popped up, I'd look over to Taylor. I'm like, who is she? And then Taylor's like, the fucking wig.
It's like exerting one's persona and charisma in a noticeable
I think
manner.
it's like an energy vampire, but like aura.
She was the weakest part of the movie. Yeah. For me. And I genuinely enjoy her movies. I just don't think she was written very strong. I did like their game of cat and mouse a bit, but I wish we saw her more doing it.
Yeah, I was like, she just happened to know, but like she also weirdly like gave him the idea subconsciously. She's a mentalist. She was like, let me know when you've killed the rest of them.
Yeah. I was saying to Taylor that I thought that she wasn't real. Because, like, I was like,
oh, like the Sixth Sense?
Yeah, I'm serious. I was like, he's wearing white. That means he's in the insane asylum because we missed the beginning. And I was like,
no, you did. I do remember you telling me, you're like, nobody else is talking to her.
That's so
yeah,
true.
She's not in any other scene.
She's always,
I mean, technically, the ending.
Holy
Is she?
Is she
Because
there?
you notice, wait.
Yeah,
Did
is
you
there a
notice
driver?
the driver only opens the car for him. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Whoa! Clip this out, clip this out.
No, I'm serious, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, what? Who is she? Like, why? It just didn't make sense.
I honestly,
Whoa,
in the
I
movie,
love
I was
that.
just like, okay, Lizette, I'm cutting you off from your Diet Coke. But then I'm like, now.
No, but then why would he kill the guy? Or, like, he was framed that he killed that guy.
Because of her.
Yeah, so it can't be that she was not real.
Right.
That's the only part that kind
Okay,
of
also
tricky.
that part with
And then, she did go in to talk to him at the prison, so the prison guard saw her.
Oh, true, yeah. Okay, damn.
there are
I was
records,
all in.
There are logs.
I'm gullible. I was all
I was like,
in.
hell yeah,
No,
actually.
true.
Yeah.
From Peyton, I rate this 7 out of 10 capybaras, which, if you know, the internet thinks Glen Powell looks like a capybara, which I
watched
agree.
a movie with capybaras, too.
I agree.
Today. Does he really look like? I guess so.
I do. Yeah, you need to see a side by side. It's crazy.
Say it.
From Evan, imagine if one of Nick Cannon's kids did this.
They should.
Oh my.
Mariah's twins would never.
No. Even more proof Glen Powell would make a perfect Patrick Bateman.
Okay, I did think that. If they were to do a reboot, it would be between him and Jacob Elordi, and I think he has more charisma than Jacob Elordi.
And
for
it's
that
just
character.
more believable to like be in that world.
Yeah, he looks like a finance bro.
Clockwork King. I bet this is the type of thing Kendall Roy would do after Succession.
Yep. Oh, Kendall. See, like that's I guess when you see the way that these characters were written in this movie, and then you think of the Kendall Roys. It's like, oh, Succession was just written so much better. But I have to.
They live in a real. They lived in the real world though, with like all of the rules and like legal shit.
But they did kill people.
They did.
So
The way that
on accident, but they established from an early stage of the show that these people are untouchable and they get away with anything. So they very much could have ended up being serial killers, for all we know.
from Haley, the ethical way to become a billionaire.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, yeah.
That's what people are feeling right now.
Yeah, so just kind of our general thoughts about the movie. So I think it's kind of appropriate to go into our popcorn ratings.
Was that?
I will start. 3 popcorn.
3. That's a little lower than I thought you were going to give it.
I don't know, maybe like 3.5 actually. 3 popcorn. Liked it, but didn't love it.
What kind of popcorn?
I think just regular buttery popcorn.
Just regular buttery popcorn.
Like it was really good. There's bits I really liked, but then there was bits I was like, it's just popcorn.
Yeah.
I think I just couldn't get past casting for whatever reason.
That's
I
so
just
fair.
I like the story, and that's why I give it the 3. I was like, this is cool. Yeah, kill him. And like, I like the pacing and I like the editing. I just couldn't get into it because of that.
Yeah, I gave this movie 3 popcorn kernels. I logged it, Letterboxd, on there. And I just said every Glen Powell movie must have him pretending to be at least 3 different guys. And, you know, that's not really a review, but that's just an insight, and that's what I use Letterboxd for. He knows that's just kind of like what he's good at. I mean, that just proves he's a very versatile actor. Had a good, solid time. I mean, it was an hour 45. Can't complain about a movie that short. And I am saying short.
Yeah.
Because movies are long now. But, you know, it was twisty in ways. It was good, but, you know, not mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Regular popcorn from the cinema. Didn't add any extra butter to it.
The extra butter. I went back and forth. I've ranged from a 3 to a 4 because I think the more I think about the movie and take some pressure off of it for what it was meant to be, I think it accomplished. Mm-hmm. I gave Dead Man's Wire a 3.5, and I don't, in my right mind, I can't make it go higher than that because I don't think it was made as well with you think of all the elements, but I did find this storyline more entertaining when we're thinking of like the wealth taking advantage and but it's not Ready or Not either. That is like nearly 5 popcorns for me.
Oh, yes.
Right, like that's you can argue in some elements of this felt like a little horror.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to give it 3, but it's really good. It's a really good batch of popcorn that I'm rating with. So I think it does have rewatchability too, which this is the first movie that we've reviewed where I've thought this had rewatchability.
Yeah.
I'd
agree with that.
But not a lot of rewatchability. It's not going to be a classic,
Right.
but I think you can watch it again and like catch other things that you didn't see that you get some joy out of. And I thought they cast some really great character actors like Topher Grace that elevated the movie. I almost wish we saw more of those people. So yeah, I'll go with 3, but like I said, 3 really good pieces of popcorn.
Oh, I guess I did. I don't know where you can add this or not, or we can keep it or whatever. I guess I just want to mention to you guys, I thought it was filmed in a way that felt like the early 2000s. Like I was thinking about the party scene when like he's walking through the party and you just see like, it felt like Bad Boys or it felt like, I guess kind of like a short lens or something.
Agree.
It just felt like of that era, and like that's kind of why it felt like very comforting, I guess, to kind of watch. This is just like a good, like solid movie, and that's why I agree with like the rewatchability part of it. It just
there was some elements of it too that I got Gossip Girl from. I can't explain why.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There was some. So there was something. Maybe that's what we're all picking up on. Like there's a comfortability there with the style.
Direction-wise, too, I loved it. Like, I loved the pace. I loved a lot of the blocking. Like, the editing was really good.
I got bored, though, a bit in the middle.
Yeah. The middle's
Like
the
after
montage, no?
Yeah. Like, right when, like, the one uncle died in the plane crash, I was like, I'm bored.
they went through it as fast as they could because they got to show it's like quite a few steps to get up.
As we eat our popcorn, close it out.
Oh,
All right, I'll close it out. I'm just kidding. No, go
do
ahead.
it.
No, that's all you.
Ah, I thought I was going to hit that.
All right, let's catch.
Oh! No, on the head. I'll get that later.
All right, so now we're just snacking on popcorn. I think we've said a lot of what we need to say about this movie. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for following.
We really appreciate it.
What are we going to watch next? Tune in.
Follow along for more.
Follow, subscribe, leave a comment. Did you watch this movie? What'd you think about it? Get on there.
Anyways, bye.